Thanks so much for tuning into the Trade Setup with me, Niraj Shah. Now, did you know, viewers, that America now accounts for 66% or over 65%. The numbers may change a bit here and there. This is about a day and a half old. But 66.7% of MSCI All Country World Index, which is an all-time high. Imagine this country's market cap accounts for 66% of the all country market cap. It just shows the beeline that foreign investors have made towards the US markets in the last month and a half. I think a couple of months ago, it was maybe 50% or thereabouts. Also shows what some of the other markets have done, which is precious little, really. Okay, global news flow. S&P 500 and NASDAQ close at record highs to kick off December trading. But, of course, the futures are maybe a bit quiet. The 10-year yields finished higher after the new Trump tariff threat. I think people are now believing that, oh, what if there's a rate hike as opposed to a rate cut in the December meet. Oil prices have inched up slightly on upbeat Chinese data. The PMI number was looking reasonably okay. And the good news from India's perspective, rupee recouped some of the losses. It started off and went to as low as 84.70 before climbing a little bit to 84.48 or thereabouts. And in some sense ended somewhere in between, but not a bad close as the numbers had us to believe when the trade started off on the currency. So this is what the US markets did, and NASDAQ, as I said, did really well. The futures are flattish right now. Asian markets, mixed bag, if you will. China is down. Nikkei is about 1.67% higher, 1.69%. Our markets, which have had a decent uptick in the last few days, indicating a flat start in trade today. Now, what's the trade setup? I think yesterday's price action was encouraging because we shrugged off GDP blues, etc., and had another last 1.5 hour of gain, which is actually a good sign. It shows that this recovery rally is underway, but I do believe that some part of that recovery rally from 23,500 odd to 24,276 now, so 700, 800 points, I think part of that rally is done. We might have some upsides, but you need to be now a bit more judicious than what you were maybe at 23,500, at least my belief. FI selling number was lower. Remember, only 238 crores of selling, but that was because of maybe Cipla and Home First buying, and those numbers were high. You know, I mean, Cipla and Home First cumulatively had a fairly high number of buying as well. Cipla 2,000 crores, Home First 1,270 crores. Shave that off, and maybe the FI sell number might have been higher. But be that as it may, we take this number with both hands. And when I scan sectors, I think one that is now coming up again is power. Power and related companies, ancillaries, etc., are all seeing buying at lower levels and could be interesting ones to monitor. Like I said, the FI number 238 crores, but a bit deceptive. Keep that in mind because of Cipla and Home First. Okay, what about stocks to watch? A lot of positives, by the way. I want to bring out some of those. So steel stocks are the first ones. Steel Ministry is proposing a 25%, or has proposed a 25% safeguard duty on select steel item imports. This may have an impact on some of these stocks in the session today as well. They ended well yesterday, might have a bit of a bearing in today's session. SAIL, remember, had a late hour surge. Maybe there's some more left out here, so watch out for these in the session. Torrent Power, the reason why I've given it a thumbs up is because while they've approved the QIP to raise up to 5,000 crores and it's at a price of 1,555 per share, which is a small discount here, but we hear that the demand for this one is very good, and as a result of which Torrent might actually have a decent outing today as well. In Indegene's case though, CA Dawn Investments is offered to sell up to 6.9 million shares at a floor price of 615. I reckon this stock could actually start off lower today because of the selling pressure, because of the block. So watch out for this one. MOIL, decent day maybe. Manganese ore production reached a record 1.63 lakh tons in November. Also, sales of grade unlocked manganese ore grew by about 32% YOY. They've surpassed the turnover of 1,000 crores in the first 8 months of FY25. For reference, FY24 turnover was 1,447 crores. Suspect that this one too could have a good day in trade. Solar Industries, it's a spread over 4 years, but it's a large order, 2,000 crores that they've received. Maybe the stock reacts a bit, so watch out for this one. E2E Networks, they've proposed a data center capacity addition of 6,000 kilowatts with L&T. Company has an existing capacity of 4,200 kilowatts. Maybe this one too reacts positively. Data center capacity addition should enthuse the street. Godavari Biorefineries has secured an exclusive license pact with Catalyx for biobutanol and higher alcohols. Will set up about 15,000 tons per year facility in the first phase. Companies showing confidence of expansion. The street may reward it, so watch out for this one. KPI Green Energy certainly will get rewarded because they have received their largest ever order for setting up a 300 MVAC ground-mounted solar PV plant. The contract price is about 1,300 crores. This one, expensive stock, but will react positively, I reckon. Wipro will trade ex bonus today, so bear that in mind. And pre-call could do well because it has acquired, to acquire plastic component division of TVS Motor Arm Sundaram Auto, about 215 crores. But more importantly, brokerages have given a thumbs up. MK believes that this acquisition enables pre-call to scale up the existing molding operations into an individual growth fuel vertical as opposed to a backward integrated vertical, and therefore over the long term could be positive. They believe it's a potential 6% EPS upgrade. So therefore, don't be surprised if pre-call has about 3-4% of an upside in today's session. MK has also come out with a note on Gujarat Fluoro. The reason I bring it up before we wrap up is because the Inox GFL group yesterday did a presentation on Gujarat Fluoro, on Inox Wind Energy, Inox Green, and they have said that the group's EBITDA will quadruple in the coming 3 years, 4x in the next 3 years, across both chemicals as well as wind energy business. So watch out for Gujarat Fluoro, Inox Wind Energy, Inox Green. All of these could do very well in the session today. That's it on this edition of the Trade Setup. Thanks so much for tuning in.